The trend of insulin-friendly eating has gained prominence in wellness circles as a method to prevent blood sugar spikes and improve metabolic health. Advocates emphasize combining macronutrients, pairing carbohydrates with protein, fiber, and healthy fats to slow glucose absorption and moderate insulin responses. Social media posts, apps, and influencers often frame it as a straightforward way to control energy, manage cravings, and even prevent long-term metabolic diseases like type 2 diabetes. On the surface, it appears scientifically grounded, linking food composition to glycemic control. However, the messaging oversimplifies complex physiology, exaggerates effects, and often misrepresents who truly needs insulin management strategies. The underlying science is rooted in how the body digests and absorbs nutrients. Carbohydrates break down into glucose, triggering insulin release from the pancreas to help transport sugar into cells. Adding protein, fat, or fiber slows gastric emptying and carbohydrate absorption, which reduces the magnitude of postprandial glucose spikes. Fiber-rich vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and nuts not only blunt glycemic response, but also provide prebiotic support for gut bacteria, while protein promotes satiety and stabilizes energy levels. This approach aligns with research showing that mixed meals produce smaller blood sugar excursions than simple carbohydrate-only meals, which is particularly relevant for individuals with impaired glucose tolerance or insulin resistance. Despite these benefits, the insulin-friendly eating trend often misrepresents the broader context of metabolic health. Many viral guides imply that everyone must strictly manage insulin responses or avoid certain foods, creating unnecessary fear around carbs or sugar. In reality, healthy individuals with normal insulin sensitivity do not require extreme vigilance to prevent blood sugar spikes. Their bodies are well equipped to regulate glucose through hormonal mechanisms. Obsessive application of insulin-friendly strategies can lead to overly restrictive eating, guilt around standard carbohydrate meals, and anxiety about even minor blood sugar fluctuations that are physiologically normal. Another risk is oversimplification. The trend promotes the idea that simply adding protein or fat to a meal will automatically neutralize glucose spikes, which is misleading. The effectiveness of this strategy depends on meal composition, portion sizes, individual metabolic responses, timing, and physical activity. For instance, a large white rice dinner with a small amount of protein may still produce a significant glucose surge, while a moderate carbohydrate meal with balanced macronutrients may produce only a modest response. People with undiagnosed prediabetes or insulin resistance may mistakenly believe that macronutrient pairing alone is sufficient, delaying medical evaluation or structured lifestyle interventions that could have a more substantial impact. There are also potential pitfalls for people with digestive sensitivities. High-fiber foods, legumes, and nuts, often emphasized in insulin-friendly diets, can provoke bloating, gas, or discomfort in those with IBS, SIBO, or other gut disorders. Individuals who suddenly increase fiber intake to improve insulin response may experience unpleasant side effects, which are often reframed in wellness marketing as detox symptoms or transient adaptation, rather than genuine gastrointestinal strain. Over-reliance on protein or fat for insulin management can also displace other nutrient-dense foods, leading to imbalanced micronutrient intake. Social and psychological dimensions of the trend are also notable. Insulin-friendly messaging frequently frames certain foods as inherently bad or dangerous, reinforcing fear-based eating patterns. People may skip social meals, restrict fruit and starchy vegetables unnecessarily, or obsessively track meal composition, undermining a healthy relationship with food. Teenagers, young adults, or those with a history of disordered eating may be particularly vulnerable to internalizing these messages in ways that foster anxiety rather than sustainable habits. Finally, accessibility and practicality can limit the trend's usefulness. Whole food, macronutrient balanced meals often require planning, cooking skills, and affordable access to quality protein, fiber-rich produce, and healthy fats. Not everyone can consistently prepare meals that meet the idealized standards promoted online, which may lead to frustration, inconsistency, or reliance on expensive specialty products. In essence, insulin-friendly eating reflects legitimate science. Combining protein, fiber, and fat with carbohydrates can blunt blood sugar spikes, support satiety, and promote modest metabolic benefits. But the viral trend exaggerates its universality, oversimplifies physiology, and encourages fear or overcontrol among individuals who do not need strict insulin management. Safe and effective application requires personalized attention, gradual integration, and an understanding that blood sugar fluctuations are normal for most people. When marketed as a one-size-fits-all solution, the trend risks creating unnecessary anxiety, dietary rigidity, and overemphasis on micromanaging insulin rather than fostering sustainable, balanced eating patterns.